What is your competitive advantage? And if you say price, then I'm going to roll my eyes and come back and look at you. Because unless you are a large company, competing on price might not be the best for you. This is video 205, and in this video, we're going to still be continuing the startup series. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about competitive advantage while sprinkling it with a spice of what is called economics of scale. So, one of the most um, amateur mistake I would say people make is to think that they can compete on price because obviously people always want to go for a more affordable item than a more expensive item. But that is not entirely true because depending on your market, some customer segments consider quality based on prices. So you have to understand your customer segments before you then even think of how you want to price and consider the value you are bringing also. But let's get into competitive advantage. Do not make the mistake of thinking your best competitive ground should be on pricing. Nope, 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 nope. I have a couple of other things that you can compete on other than pricing. Number one is speed slash timeliness. Are you the fastest to do whatever you do? That's competition. Comfort and accessibility. How accessible is your product or service for your target market? That's a great way to compete. You can also um, work with comfortability, like I said, also accessibility, social status, ease of use, and flexibility. Now, all of these are value proposition that would be important depending on your customer segment. This is why it is extremely important to understand who your target customer is. I remember one time I was at an event and someone was trying to get me to download a finance app, and the person wanted to sell me on this value like, oh, there are no transfer charges, there are no discharges, and da 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 da. I was like, okay, cool, what are that in? And he kept on emphasizing the fact that they don't charge. Now for me, at that point as a customer, I actually do not really care so much about the charges as much as I care about the speed. So I downloaded a another financial app that gave a guarantee of speed in the transaction, like seamless transaction, because that was the challenge I was currently facing with the application I was using. It was very slow. There was a lot of processes. So convenience made me choose this other product. So it's important that you know the pain point of your customer and you understand to compete on the right things. Please don't compete on price only.